welcome back to my channel, or welcome. If you're new here, a very, very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Today's episode is my weekly podcast, so I'll be covering any updates, any finished objects, any works in progress that I've worked on in the last week or two. 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since the last podcast, so 2 weeks. Any cast-ons and any acquisitions. Before we get stuck in though, how are you all today? I hope that you're all doing well and that you've been having a really, really lovely week so far. I also hope you got some nice plans for the weekend. I know I don't really have any plans for the weekend. I have a plan for Sunday morning. We're going to go to one of the local coffee shops that we've found. I found it last week, and if you saw my vlog, I'll tag it up here, my vlog from last week. I discovered a new coffee place on very good recommendation, and they're having a coffee tasting morning on Sunday, so I think we're going to pop along and try some tasty coffee. Very exciting. But yes, how am I? I am good. Bit tired. I feel like I'm kind of... Last week was very, very exciting, and massive thank you to all of you for your lovely kind words and your congratulations, your well wishes and all of that wonderful stuff. All of your lovely comments were very, very well received. I am very grateful for it. But yeah, it's been a massive rush from that week, and now it's kind of like do you know what I mean? It's like the high energy has ended and now I'm really tired because I used a lot of energy last week. So yeah, just on a bit of the downward slope. Still excited, still really happy, but yeah, I'm just shattered. And I feel like I've not actually had a chance to catch up with myself. So yeah, it's weird, but it's been really lovely. And as you can see, we've had some lovely cards. The flowers from my friend are here. They've come out really, really nice. They're beautiful. I'm so pleased with them. And yeah, it's just been amazing. And again, thank you all so much for the lovely comments. It's just been amazing. Still hasn't quite hit me, but I'm sure it will when the mortgage payments start going out. Oh dear. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just gonna have a quick sip. Hang on. I've also been booking some holidays. Well, I say I've been booking some holidays. I haven't. My wonderful mum has booked a holiday, and very excited for that. That's going to be the next holiday, I think, unless Rob and I book a cheeky little something in between. So got that holiday booked, and then we're going to Le Mans. We're actually going to Le Mans because we managed to secure 2 camping tickets in the same campsite. So happy that we're going. I have done nothing towards this. It has all been everybody else, and I'm so grateful. They know I'm grateful. They will be getting a lot of beers when we get there for sure. That's definitely a given. So yeah, very excited for that. Then my friend and I have planned a holiday for next year. We're going on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I wouldn't consider myself a cruise person, purely because I like to be on dry land and I like to have a bit of flexibility with how my holiday goes. Rob and I are kind of very chill people, so we don't like a big itinerary. Don't get me wrong, like when we went to Japan, we had we spent I think a week in Tokyo, and then we had booked a hotel in Kyoto, so we got the Shinkansen over to Kyoto, and then we spent the second week in Kyoto. So we had loose plans, if you will, and that tends to be how we do holidays. So I don't know how it's going to go having a holiday that is kind of, you know, specific. You know, the ship's going to be here this day, the ship's going to be here the next day. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I've never done it before. I'm going with my closest friend, which is just going to be amazing. It's going to be a wonderful girly holiday, and I don't know how many days, but I think it's 5 days, and it's down the Danube. And we are going to basically go to some Christmas markets, which is going to be so exciting. I can't wait. I really can't. So yeah, I never thought I'd be excited about a cruise, as I say, because it's just not something I've considered for myself. But the ships are quite small, the ones we're going on. It's a river cruise. So I don't know. We'll see. It might convert me. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I've been doing the weekend. Another reason I'm exhausted, probably, because it's just like, information overload. But bless her, my friend's been planning that one, so I feel like very, very lucky right here because people are planning things around me and I just turn up. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, as I say, I will be treating people to very nice things, lots of booze, I imagine. Well, not lots of booze, I don't drink that much. It's not a good idea if I drink a lot because I'm not used to it anymore. My uni days are over. I am very much a one glass of wine gal these days. That'll do it for me. Any more than that and I'm on the floor. You can forget it. Anyway, hang on. Oh. I am chatty today, aren't I? Right, okay, let's get stuck in. Otherwise we'll be here all day. So, the first item that I have on my list is updates. And I only have the one update, which is behind the seams. So, I do have an episode, the March episode of Behind the Seams to film. Don't know when I'm going to film it yet. Depends how I feel at the weekend. If I feel good, then I'm going to film it on Saturday and the video will be with you on Sunday the 16th of March at 10 AM UK time. I will let you know in the community tab if it's coming. If not, then it will be the following week. So it will be on Sunday the 23rd of March at 10 AM UK time. Definitely one of those dates because March is flying by. So need to get real on with it. So the next item on my list is finished objects, and I do have a cheeky finished object for you. I don't know why I said cheeky actually, because it shouldn't have took me as long as it did, to be fair, but it's finally finished and I can get on with the next one in the series basically. So my finished object that I have to show you this week are my Lavender Moonflower socks. Here they are. So these are the, as I said, Lavender Moonflower socks by Twinset and Pearl. That's the pattern, and the yarn is by Botanical Yarn. It is fingering weight, so 75%, that's right, isn't it? 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The colourway is dyed specifically for these socks. So these socks and the yarn are from September 2022 Sock Club. It was a collaboration between Twinset and Pearl and Botanical Yarn, and I'm still working my way through them all. I bought 12 months of them. These are September's. I have October's in the bag just over there. I haven't wound the yarn yet, but the pattern and the yarn are in the project bag ready to go. I just need to wind the yarn and then I can cast them on. But anyway, these are now finished and I'm really happy with them. Let me just take one off here and show you the pattern along the front because it's beautiful. I love a bit of lace work, me. There's a bit of cabling going on as well. Oh, what's that? Oh no, I thought I dropped a stitch then. There you go. So that is the beautiful patterning down the front of the sock. So as you can see, the front of the sock has that panel of lace work. The back and the bottom are just stockinette stitch, and the heel is the heel flap and gusset. So there are they, and they're lovely. I'm really happy with them, and I'm really happy to have these done because that means I've only got 3 left to do. So I've got October, November and December's instalments to do, but I'm getting there slowly but surely, you know. It's all good. So let me just, I don't know why actually, because they're finished now. I can take them off here, fold them up and put them in my sock drawer because I have actually been wearing my handmade socks. It's been rather nice. There we go. My lovely handmade socks ready to wear. Right, that brings us on to, that's the only finished object. I could have done more, but I didn't, basically. So that brings us on to my works in progress, and these are projects that I've been working, well, all of this progress actually has been 2 weeks worth of progress because, as you probably know, I didn't have a podcast last week because I'd hardly done anything. So it just didn't make sense to do a podcast, so that's why I took you on a vlogging day with me. And it turned out to be quite good fun, really. Good day to do, I think. Anyway, so let's get on to my works in progress and show you what I've been up to in the last 2 weeks. So, oh my gosh, hang on. Having a bit of a moment. Oh dear. Sorry, hang on. You know there's always something, isn't there? Right, okay, so this first project has been on the needles since December. But anyway, here it is. This is the Catkins Sweater by Rachel Ilsley of Unwind Knitwear. and it's beautiful. This is using my Advent yarn from Fibre Fox, and it was her 2024 Advent calendar. So it was 24 20-gram minis. There was a 100-gram as well, but I'm not going to use the 100-gram in this. I've kind of slowed down a little bit. If you remember the last time I showed you, the body was completed and I was working on the sleeve. Progress on the sleeve is very slow. As you can see, there's the marker. I've not really done a lot. It is just purling in the round. Oh, I thought I dropped a stitch then. Oh, no, I don't. No, I haven't. It's okay. So the reason I'm slow on it is because I keep getting in my own head, and I keep thinking I'm doing it in line with the body. Let me hold that up so you can actually see. You can see that the colours are fading exactly the same, and that's because I'm copying what I did on the body on the arms. But then I had a thought, because your arms are longer than your body, so generally, yeah, they are. So I thought if I keep doing it this way, I am gonna end up with really short sleeves, well, shorter sleeves than I would like. And I was thinking, oh no, I don't really want that. So I need to have a think. I'm half tempted actually to pick up for this other sleeve and get that going as well. And then I'll have a better idea of the flexibility that I have with the yarn. So I might pause on this sleeve, pick up this sleeve, and then do as far as I've done on this sleeve. And then I can have a think as to what I want to do in terms of the sleeves, because I really want the colours to match the body, which at the minute they do. But I'm just, yeah, I'm concerned I'm not going to have enough to do the full length of arm. But that's the reason why I've kind of paused on it. I'm just not sure. Rachel does say in the pattern how many grams to use for the sleeves, and I've been ignoring that purely because I've been following exactly what I've done for the body. I thought I was being smart. I'm not sure I have been smart once again. So I probably should have just followed the pattern. Why didn't I do that? But anyway, that is the Catkins Sweater by Rachel Ilsley of Unwind Knitwear. Let me just bring that up, actually show you those lovely catkins. And as I say, it's using Fibre Fox Advent, The Witching Hour from 2024. It's lovely, it really is. But yeah, I'm just nervous about the sleeves. I've tried it on a number of times and it fits beautifully. So I'm really happy with that. That was one thing I was a bit nervous about, but no, it fits lovely. I just need to get out of my head. This is the issue, and this is why projects go into a paused pile, because I get inside my head and I start thinking things over without, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I need to stop doing it. Right, that brings us on to the next project that I've been working on. And I've done a fair amount of work on this. In fact, this, if I'd have pushed myself, I might have been able to get it finished, which would be amazing, because this has been on the needles for quite some time now. And I want it finished because it's lovely. I want to wear it, and we're getting into warm weather soon. I've got a couple more weeks, I think, of cold weather, so I want to wear it while it's still cold. But anyway, this is the lovely Rad Plaid Cowl by Andrea Mowry. Gosh, it's getting really long now, isn't it? So there it is. This is where I got to the last time I showed you. So you can see that I've actually done quite a big chunk of work on it. And it is literally just knitting this tube in this pattern for a certain length. And I am nearly there. I mean, you'd probably say that I'm there now. No, it definitely needs to be a little bit bigger. But yeah, so I've just got to keep going until I reach the right length. But I am so close, so close. I feel like the end is in sight. Whereas before, I think I got to about here and I was like, oh, I'm really close, I'm really close. And then I looked at the measurement and I was like, oh, I've still got a long way to go. But getting there with it. And it's a beautiful pattern. Once you get used to how the pattern works, it's so intuitive that I've not needed to look at the pattern for a long time. The only time I've needed to look at the pattern is just to double check the measurement of the length. So yeah, really nice pattern to just plough away at, really. But yes, that is that. The yarn I'm using is by the wonderful Tanya at Boscastle Yarn. Let me grab her label. No, that's not. See, now I fold labels and I'm trying to find the label that I haven't folded on her logo. There we are. Okay, so this is the yarn, Boscastle yarn. And the colourways are this one, which is this lovely, I do apologise, I don't know what I've done with the cake here, but it's this lovely sort of ecru grey and yellow colour. It's lovely, and it's called Gorse and Granite. That's the first one. The second one is this beautiful green. There's so much depth to this green. It's lovely. There's blues in there, there's browns in there. Gorgeous. So this one is called Valency Valley. And then I am also using those are, what are they? They are 4-ply stock, 75% merino, 25% nylon. And then the third yarn that I'm using is a Surrey silk lace, which is 74% baby Surrey alpaca, 26% mulberry silk. And let me just put the label back in there. The colourway is called Crowdy. Oops. And it's this gorgeous blue, isn't it? I don't know why I've just decided to do that to the cake. There we go. This gorgeous, gorgeous blue. So lovely. So it is made using those three colours by Boscastle yarn. You pop that in there. And it was a kit that she did. I don't think she has any more for the Rad Plaid Cowl in her shop. But I know she does do kits for various patterns, so keep your eyes peeled on her shop. She dyes some absolutely gorgeous colourways. But this, as I say, is my Rad Plaid Cowl by Andrea Mowry. I am hoping to get this finished in March. I was going to say next week, but that's not going to happen. It depends how I'm feeling, really, because I knit on projects or crochet on projects based on how I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling good and ready, like if I feel like that's the project, I'll sit and just get a few hours in. It's great. But yeah, clearly last week I was feeling that project, but the weeks prior I wasn't. It's strange. Anyway, the next item that I have to show you I'm also excited about, because again, this has been on the needles for too long and I want to finish it. It's going to take me longer to finish than the Rad Plaid Cowl, so this one is not going to happen in March, but you never know. I might feel very fruity and want to plough away on it. Don't drop your stitches now. There we go. And that is the lovely April Snow Wrap by Andreas Ruthman. Here it is. Oh, it's lovely. So here's one end. There you are. So you've got two colours, and one of them is an assigned pooling yarn. So as you can see, it's got these lovely flecks of colour throughout, and wherever the colour changes, I wonder if I can show you better there, wherever the colour changes, you change the nature of the stitch. So this is an assigned pooling project, and then when you get to this section, you're striping the two different yarns. You're not doing a different stitch at the colour change in this section, you're just striping the yarn. It's really, really effective. It's lovely. And then got another section of the assigned pooling. And now I'm just working on the final striping section. Once I've finished the striping section, it will finish with another triangle section on the other end. So it's a very big project. There we go. Very big. But it is lovely. It's gorgeous. I'm so happy to have found this. And I wouldn't have found this if it wasn't for the kit that I saw on the Yarn Dyer's Instagram. It's the whole reason I found this designer. I'm so happy. So, as I say, this is the it's not the Rad Plaid Cowl. This is the April Snow Wrap by Andreas Ruthman, and the yarn is dyed by Zakami Yarn. Let me, I don't think I have. Oh no, I do. Oh, how exciting. I do have a label. It's a bit crinkled, but it's the only one I've got, I'm afraid. But there we go. By Zakami Yarn. And the colourways that I've got are Portable Campfire, which I think is this one. And this is my assigned pooling yarn. It's a lovely grey with some of those lovely brown rust colour flecks going throughout. It's lovely yarn. And then the colour that I am striping it with in these sections is this one, which is again another lovely brown, orangey brown I'd say actually, and this one is called Cinnamon Stone. It's lovely. And in the pattern, Andreas tells you how to wind the yarn so that you can use the majority of the yarn. It's really clever. I love it. It's such a lovely pattern. It's so much fun to make. Let me just slip that back in there so I don't lose it. There we go. And yeah, I just need to plough away at it, but it's such a big, I thought I dropped another stitch. What is going on? Oh dear. But it's such a lovely project, and the yarn is non-superwash, which is a first for me. It is, oh, I'm gonna have to get the label again. Silly me, I knew I'd need it. What is it? It is 100% organic fine merino, fingering weight, and it's non-superwash. As I say, I've never used this is the first project I'm using non-superwash merino with, and it's lovely. It's very luscious, and I'm quite looking forward to using this project when it's finished, but obviously I need to finish it first. But there it is, the April Snow Wrap by Andreas Ruthven. Oh, I didn't show you the progress. Oh, silly me, that's half the point I'm showing you, isn't it? Right, so the last time you saw it, I was here, and I've done a couple of inches, similar to the Rad Plaid Cowl actually. So I've done quite a few more on there, but I've still got a very long way to go on this. Basically, I have to do the size of this section again. So quite a way, quite a way to go. But that's all right. That's what's the fun part, isn't it? The making of it. Ah, there we go. Okie dokie. Right, so that is that one. The next one that I have to show you, what's on my list? Oh, yes. Okay. So this one I'm quite excited about because I'm finally at the point that I was when I frogged it the first time. So this is the Sacred Woods Sweater by Janine Miska. So the last time you saw it, it was not seamed. It is now seamed. It's a very high seam, so I might seam it a bit lower. I don't know yet. I have tried it on, fits a lot better than the last time. So for those who don't know, I have made this project to this stage before, but I frogged it because it was far too big. So I've made the next size down, and I'm back at where I was. But yes, I have tried it on and it fits much better. I'm much happier with it. It's lovely. So you crochet it that way, the body that way, then you crochet the ribbing on, which is really nice. I've blocked it, the body anyway, and now I've picked up and I've started crocheting the sleeve, the first sleeve. So there it is. You can see that there. It's really nice. I'm really pleased with it, and I'm almost at the point where I'm decreasing as well for the sleeves, so really happy with that. And there it is. It doesn't look like much at the minute, but when I put it on, trust me, it's lovely. So as I say, the only thing I've got to think about are these side seams because they are rather high, and I'm not sure if that's just a little bit too high for me. I'm not sure. So once it's an easy fix. All I've got to do, finish the sleeves. I've got to do I'm pretty sure there's ribbing around the neck. There'll be ribbing at the bottom. This is a crochet project, so it's front post, back post ribbing. No, it's not. It's back loop ribbing. There we go. And then I'll try it on again, and then I'll decide if I want to make these seams seam further down. But that's an easy fix, so I'm really happy with that. I'm just happy that it's back at this stage, if I'm honest, and this is part of my wanting to crochet a garment that I'm actually gonna, that fits me, because the amount of times I've tried to crochet a garment and failed in the sense of it's been completely the wrong size or anything like that. It's just, yeah, this one I feel good about this now. I feel like it's gonna be good. So I'm really excited. The yarn I'm using is this one. It is Paintbox Yarns Wool Blend Worsted, which is a mix of 25% wool and 75% acrylic, and the shade is shade number 21. So that is what I'm using for this project. And yeah, I have enjoyed making it again, actually. It's just a fun stitch. I do quite enjoy it. And Janine's patterns are just lovely, because sometimes I look at crochet garments and I think, it looks really nice, but it's not really I'm not sure it would be something I would wear, and so on and so forth. But her patterns are lovely, and it's out of her, is it Modern Crochet Sweaters? It's something like that. I will put in I'll put in the description below the name of her book that I've got this from. It's a really nice book, actually. So there's a couple of garments that I do want to make out of that book, but this is the first one, and it's underway, well underway now. So very happy with that. Right, what's the next one? Oh, the next one, you did see me working on this last week, and it's all very exciting. But this is the lovely Festive Stocking by Jessie Ostermiller, and it's out of the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book, and it's a festive stocking, but I'm doing it in Halloween style colours. So this is a gift. This is it's going to be a gift alongside, I do actually have it here so I can show you. So I'm making another one of these. This one's for me because I wasn't fully happy with the finished product, so this one's going to be for me, but I'm going to do the same for the person that I'm gifting them to. So they're going to have a Christmas coloured one and a Halloween colour one. That's my plan. And then I'm going to have the same for me, because I'm going to do myself a Halloween. I've got my Christmas coloured one, but I'm going to do myself a Halloween colour one as well. So I think that's going to be really, really nice. But anyway, let me pop that down there. That was convenient, wasn't it? Wasn't planned at all. But anyway, so the last time you saw this, I was here. So I finished Jack Skellington and I finished the final bit of colour work. So I'm actually on the ribbing for the stocking now. So if I just show you, I'm just on this part. So I've just got to do the ribbing on that, do the little loop, and then I need to do where this yarn is here, this dark green, I need to do the forethought heel. So yeah, pretty close on this as well, to be honest. I've just got to be careful with small circumference, because if I'm knitting on a small circumference for too long, it tends to hurt my hands a bit. So just got to be a little bit careful, but there you have it. I am doing all right. The yarn that I'm using for this one is Stylecraft Special Aran, and I'm using the colours. So the black is called Black, the green is called Pistachio, and the orange is called Spice. So those are the colours that I'm using for it. I really like it. I do. It's going to be really nice. I'm really looking forward to gifting these, and I'm getting on the train early. They were supposed to be a gift for last year, but I realised I'd left it far too late. So yes, I'm counting myself as starting early. It's not really though, is it? But never mind. I can make myself feel better anyway. Right, the final work in progress that I have to show you this week is a sewing project. And I'm really, really happy about this, because it's about time, really. But in fact, I'm just going to take it out the hoop, because I've not took it out the hoop yet. There we go. And I do need to move it actually. So if I do that and then take so it's cross stitch, take that off. There we go. Right, this is the lovely Secret Grove by Needle Lot Designs. There it is. Oh, do I need something at the back of it? I've seen Anne of Toby Knits do this and it does work. So here we go. There you are. Can I see that? There we go. It doesn't look a lot, but what I have essentially done is I have finished clue 1. So clue 1 is this tree. It's this green bit. It's this moon with clouds. It's also the bats or birds. It's got the key as well. That was clue 1. And this bush, this greenery over here was clue 1 as well. So as you can see, let's not hold it wonky. I have finished clue 1 and I have started clue 2, which is the lantern that's hanging off the tree. Those lovely yellow glowing orbs and this lovely little bug over here. So I have started clue 2. I think what we're on like clue 7 or something. Quite far behind, but doesn't that look lovely? And I'm really happy, because initially I was quite nervous by the fact that I'd gone for a really deep purple as my fabric, but actually I'm really happy with it. I think it looks Yeah, it looks really nice, doesn't it? So I'm really happy with that. I've finally done clue 1. Hopefully I can do clue 2 soon, but we'll see, we'll see. It looks lost because this fabric is huge, but obviously I will cut it down when it's finished. Oh, it's lovely. Look at that. It looks so good, doesn't it? Really nice. But yes, anyway, that's where I'm now at with my Secret Grove by Needle Lot Designs. Yes, very far behind. But anyway, it's all good. Right, that now brings us on to my cast-ons. I do have a cheeky 2 for you. Well, both of them are a given because one of them is March's 1 and the other one is a crochet along. So I'll start with March's 1. Affectionate, isn't it? And that is, let me keep looking at my cup of tea. A bit ridiculous. Anyway, that is the lovely, it doesn't look like much, excuse me, it doesn't look like much here. In fact, that's upside down. Let's do it that way. In fact, it looks like I'm doing some socks, but I'm not. I'm actually crocheting from this lovely book, The Gnomes of Grimblewood by Sarah Shearer of Imagined Landscapes. I am taking part in the Year of Gnomes, and I've currently finished, I did Noodles first, then I did, who are you? Oh no, I can't remember who that one is. That's the second one I did. So Noodles I did for, oh yeah, Noodles I did for January. So that was my January gnome. This one here is Nori, and they were my February gnome. The one next to this one is actually Nana's Visit, which was the mystery gnome for Christmas of 2024. The one I'm working on now is, I've got a lovely little bookmark here, this one, and this is Gnicole. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my month end wrap up, which I'll tag up here in case you haven't seen it, my February month end wrap up in my plans. So you will have seen this and you will have seen the colours that I chose. But as you can see, I'm actually working on her hat, and I really love these cables. It's quite difficult doing on it. It's a very tight knit, to say the least, but I love the effect. It looks lovely. And this yarn is turning out really, really nice as well. It is this one, this lovely little blue, and it's got, sorry, I pulled that away really quick, didn't I? There it is, lovely blue. It's got hints of purple in it. It does, it has hints of purple in it. So there's like a purple hint there. And there's specks of darker blue and stuff like that. It's actually developing really, really nice. This was, in fact, most of the minis, but I know that this one, where are the ones that I'm using? This one and this one. So the 3 that I'm using, very, very similar to Nana's Visit. There you go. That one there. Very, very similar to that one there. Because this colour I actually used in Nana. But I'm just trying to use up my scraps. So it's working out really well. So this obviously I'm doing the hat for, and then I'm doing the body in this lovely purple. And then once again, I'm going to use this pale ecru colour, I would say. It's got some hints of yellow, and there are specks of, there we go. I'm going to say there's specks of green in there as well. Really nice. So I'm going to use that again for the beard, the nose, and anything else that needs to go with it. But yeah, so those are the colours that I'm using. And as I say, I am working on the hat right now. Long way to go, but I really like it. I love a cable. I love a cable. I love lacework. It's just gorgeous. So I think the idea is that this brim folds up. Hang on. Let me fold it. There we go. I think that's the idea. So the brim folds up and then you've got that lovely cabling. It's really, really nice. Really happy with it. So I've made a decent start because the majority of this gnome is the hat. So the body's a lot smaller, but the hat's a lot bigger. So I'm underway. It's all good. It's all good. So my March gnome is happening. Very excited. And as I said, with my gnomes, I don't, if you are unaware, with my gnomes, I'm trying to make as many gnomes as I can, at least 12 this year. And the plan with them is that I'm going to gift them to family and friends this year because, as I say, I am trying to use my stash. I have a lot of yarn that doesn't have projects. In fact, these yarns that I've got in here, which are for my gnomes, these are 20 gram minis that I basically bought. I don't know why, but I just got very, very excited and I bought loads of the mystery bags from Botanical Yarn when Sophie was having one of her mystery yarn bag sales, and I ended up getting loads of the mini ones. So I've got loads of them that need using, and what a perfect way to use them to make gnomes that I can then gift to loved ones because they look amazing. They look so good. So yeah, and everyone in my family loves Christmas, so it's just perfect. Mind you, I can be out all year round. They look great up there. But yes, that is my first cast on, so happy that is underway. The next cast on that I have to show you is in the lovely, lovely Bertram. This is the lovely bag that I got from the wonderful Stitched by Mrs. D. So Paula from Stitched by Mrs. D, incredibly talented. This is one of her project bags and I am so, so happy that I bought him. He's so soft, but that's what this next project is living in. Isn't he lovely? Oh, he's so gorgeous. Oh, yeah, so happy that I got him. Anyway, so the next project is living in this bag, and that is my next cast on, which is for a crochet along. And I am working on, let me actually, it's on here, hang on. What am I after? Patterns. I'm after that, and I'm after that. Now, please bear in mind, I've said this before, but please bear in mind that this pattern is in black and white. Oh no. Because this tablet is an e-ink tablet, so that's why it's in black and white, but it just means that I can show you it at least. So I've cast on Charles Darwin. There he is. So this is a pattern by Toft. Can you just, yeah, you can just about see the tiny, tiny little octopus. So cute. But this is who I've cast on, and the reason I've cast him on is because Martyn is hosting his dollar long, and it started on Saturday, which was the 8th of April. So I decided I was going to cast on Charles Darwin. I do have Mary Anning as well, but when I presented both options to Rob, because he is my wonderful brain when my brain isn't working, and I said to him, which one shall I cast on, Mary Anning or Charles Darwin? As soon as he saw that Charles Darwin had that tiny little octopus, it was no contest, it had to be Charles Darwin. So that's what's happening, and that's what I've cast on. So I'm just trying to navigate back to my notes. All right, we're back, everybody. So I have cast on Charles Darwin, and I think that's the way. And this is where I'm at so far. So I've done his body and I've almost finished his head, which is grand news, isn't it? Now I know I do have Santa Claus on the hook at this minute as well, but, oh no, I do have another doll. I have Mrs. Claus as well, but I'll kind of want to finish Santa Claus first and then I'll do Mrs. Claus. But anyway, little digression for you there. But yes, so I couldn't have Santa Claus as my dollar long doll because he's already in progress. Charles Darwin wasn't, so I cast him on the 8th, and as I say, this is where I've got to so far. Body and head. I haven't stuffed him yet, but that is the next step. I'm going to stuff him and then I'm going to finish off the head, and then we're grand. But yeah, so that's all I've done on him so far. I don't know how I resisted making the mini octopus. I'm going to save that till last, I think, because it's going to be adorable. But yeah, so that's what I have done for Martyn of Knit365's dollar long. So happy. Oh, this was a pattern that was first in the Natural History Museum workshops, and I was gutted because I thought it was a beautiful pattern and I really wanted to make it, but obviously I didn't go to the workshop, so I didn't have a pattern. But they did release, Toft did release limited numbers of them on the website, so I was able to get one. They were still available the last time I checked, so if you are after Darwin, maybe have a little nose, just in case. But as I say, they were limited, So whether they are still available, I don't know, and I can't guarantee that. But yeah, that's what I'm working on for the dollar long for this year. Right, let me see. The final section is acquisitions. I don't really have any acquisitions. Well, I don't have any acquisitions to show you. I've been very, very good, apart from last week. Oh, I bought, hang on a minute, apologies. I just had a thought, because just in case you didn't watch last week's video, I know there are some people out there who don't particularly like watching vlogs, which is fair enough, I totally get it. So I thought I'm just going to show you now. So last week I went to River Knits and I purchased these. There we are. So you will have seen these in the vlog if you did watch the vlog. If not, here they are. These are my most recent purchases and I am so happy with them. I still don't have a pattern in mind for them, but I am so happy because these are yarns that I've been after for a little while. This one specifically, this was the one I initially wanted, and then I wanted one that kind of complemented it, which that one does, so I'm really happy. These are from River Knits and it is their Chimera yarn. So River Knits and their Chimera yarn. If I hold that way, you can see that this is Chimera 4-ply and the colourway is Air. There we go. It is lovely. It's so soft and nice. Now they do it in DK weight as well. So this is the 4-ply because this is just tends to be what I go for, but they do it in DK as well. But yeah, that was the first colour. And then the second colour was this one and it's called Sonnet. It's exactly the same base. It's just a different colour. Oh, it's so nice. So there they are once more, the beautiful, beautiful River Knits yarns. Really happy with those. So there is a cowl that I have looked at, but I don't know if I want to make a cowl. I'll have to have a proper think. Now, I know one of your lovely selves did mention the Shift Cowl by Andrea Mowry. I have already made that. I made that with the Zauberball Crazy yarns, and what a fantastic pattern. What a great recommendation. If you do have any yarn that is like this, so with this sort of mild effect, highly recommend that pattern, as you did mention in the comments. What a fantastic pattern to suggest, because it's so fun to make and it's so fun to watch those colours build and change throughout the shawl, the cowl even. Now I know Andrea does do a shawl version as well, but I don't have enough to do a shawl version. I could always go and buy more, but yeah, I'll have to have a think. But yes, thank you for giving that suggestion. But yes, I have already made it. But having said that, I could make it again, couldn't I? Why not? We'll have a think. We'll have a think. It's definitely in the running because it's a fantastic pattern. And I do highly recommend it, especially if you have yarn that works like this. Fantastic pattern for that. Right, now, I have ordered something. It is the Beehive Yarns Yarn and Books, the next instalment, which is the Secret Garden. I've ordered the sock set, so it should be the 100 gram with the 2 20-gram minis, if I remember correctly. The problem with me is I get too excited and I just buy. I don't read the description very well, but I'm very, very excited about it anyway. But that's not due to come until April time, so got a bit of time on that, and I have told you that I have purchased it before because I love it. But yeah, so that I think about wraps everything up for this week. So I just briefly as well, if I don't have enough progress next week, or say another week, because I know next week I'm actually really busy, so I might not be able to do it, but I'll be able to do the podcast anyway. If I have enough progress, I'll do my best. But I really enjoyed doing the vlog style as the placeholder for the podcast. So if you think that'd be nice, if that's something that you are interested in, let me know and I will do a vlog in place of a podcast. The only other time I've done a mini-sode was just a very small check-in. I was sitting at the table and I just had a little check-in and I just explained a couple of projects that I've been working on. It was like a shorter podcast with, I was about to say it was less formal, but I don't know, are these formal? I'm not sure they are. But it was less structured. There you go. It was a less structured podcast, basically. It was just a check-in. But I quite enjoy doing the vlogs. So let me know if you like the vlogs, if you'd like to see more vlogs, and I can see about that when I can't do a podcast. Well, I say when I can't do, when I haven't got enough. Because I'm trying to put less pressure on myself, and I am also trying to get outside more. It's a big work in progress with me. I used to go out, I used to exercise a lot, and I used to spend a lot of time outside. But ever since the pandemic, not so much. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back slowly into how I used to be and how I used to just be, I suppose. I can't, why are we getting deep? I do apologise, you didn't ask for this. But yeah, so it might be a thing that sometimes I haven't got enough to show you for a podcast. But yeah, let me know if you think a vlog would be a nice placeholder as my mini-sodes. Because yeah, as I say, I do really enjoy doing the vlogs. But anyway, I am going to leave that there because I have waffled on for a long time. But thank you so much for watching. As always, it really does mean the absolute world to me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the weekend as well, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.